What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop. I'm also Kevin from Tires Plus, ASE certified technician. Literally, we just took off from a stoplight. There's a young lady next to me, honking the horn and trying to get her attention. And she looks at me, and I'm like, "That's how old I am." Ruled out, because it's hard to do this, like put your window down, power, so it's easier just to do that. She looked pretty young, so I'm hoping she understood what this meant. Either way, when I pulled up there, and I'm like, oh my God, she's metal to metal. Brakes, zero. Grinding. You can almost see through this brake rotor. So she rolls her window down. I'm like, hey, I work at Tires Plus. We're just near my shop. Hey, I work at Tires Plus down the road. You need to get your brakes inspected. I go, you don't have any. She's like, oh, I know, they've been making noise for a while. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. And then she goes, yeah, I'll have to get them looked at. And I'm like, come on down. We do free brake inspections. Oh, okay. And she's not coming down. If we'd had more time, if I would have had more time to talk with her, I would express I know she knows how important brakes are because they stop your vehicle. I have a vehicle a Scion in the shop right now. Got towed in. It was sitting for a month. Dead battery. I put the battery in. I raised the vehicle up a little bit because I'm old. I don't like to bend over. So I raised the vehicle up a little bit. Haven't noticed brakes. Metal to metal. Zero. Nothing breaks. So called the customer. He didn't want to have them done. Finished up the battery. Fired right up, called him up. Hey, you just want to get that tow truck to come on back here and come pick your car up. It's ready to go. Why would I get it towed? Because it doesn't have any brakes. You have zero. You don't have any brakes. This vehicle is not safe to be on the road. And he goes, well, I don't know. I go, listen, I'm not telling you what to do. This is my advice to you. You don't have any brakes. This vehicle is unsafe to operate. I have informed you. This young lady admitted, I mean, with this gentleman, at least I have a paper trail, but in his case, and this has happened in the past, you can Google it. If you knowingly get in an unsafe vehicle and drive around on the nation's motorways, if you hit somebody, that can be considered no longer an accident. That can be considered assault with a deadly weapon. It can be manslaughter. If you kill somebody, even if it was just an accident, if your insurance company finds out that you knew that you had brake issues, like this gentleman gets in an accident, and the insurance company says, hey, we see a receipt because we do Carfax. They pull up, recommended. You didn't do brake. We're not covering anything. Nothing. They're going to come after your house, everything that you own. If you kill somebody, like you said, that is a whole nother charge right there. So it's very important. I understand fixing cars today is very, very expensive and times are tough. I understand that. What can you do? I don't know. I can tell you shouldn't be operating an unsafe vehicle on the highways. Even little things. On my way to work this morning, guy in a rearview mirror, guy or gal, I don't know, in a rearview mirror, only had one headlight. Some people are like, oh, it's just a headlight. $15, you should pop it in. It's not always the case. There are certain headlights that if you come into my shop, it's $300, could be $1,000. Seriously, $1,000 for a headlight. If it's an HID, and I got to take the bumper off and the whole works, or it could be $30. There are some vehicles that there's still just a $30 to $50 bulb. It's not that big of a deal. It takes a couple seconds to put it in. So you shouldn't be operating a vehicle. A headlight, one thing. If you got one headlight, I'm not telling you, don't say Kevin from Tires Plus said one headlight's good enough. You shouldn't be operating that vehicle, but I understand. Bald tires that are showing cords, showing steel. That's an accident waiting to happen. You shouldn't be operating that vehicle. I don't know what your alternative is. I understand that if you have to keep driving your vehicle, I just want you to understand the consequences of those actions if something happens and it becomes apparent, or someone finds out, becomes aware that you knew about these safety concerns prior to the accident. It becomes a world of hurt. For what? Like I said, I don't know. I don't have, you come to Tires Plus, Firestone Complete Auto Care, Hibden Tires Plus Wheel Works. If you're out on the West Coast, we do have Credit First National. It's a bank that we own, CFNA. It's like our store card. You get that. A lot of people get approved, 90 days, no payments. You can pay it off over time. So that there is that option, to get you on the road. If your brakes are, we do a lot of things like where we do what's called a pad slap. If your brakes, the rotors don't have enough material to machine smooth again, but they're above the manufacturer's discard point, I can do what's just called a pad slap. I can just put brake pads on there. Yes, you're probably going to get a little pulsation. Maybe you get a little bit of noise, but the vehicle is going to be safe to operate. So sometimes there are options. So, I just ran. Got a fire truck kind of pulling out. This guy just who cuts off a fire truck? None of you can hear that. Oh, that guy. What a jerk. So, all right, Cat Nuts. Sorry, got distracted there. Yes, why it's important. We always stress vehicle inspections. Get your vehicle inspected. When you're hearing that little bit of like on that young lady, on that grinding noise, don't just oh yeah, I need brakes. No, you're going to need more than that eventually. It's a trickle down effect when you and we've talked about this before. I'm not going to harp on that. You know that when something starts going wrong, it could cause, if you don't catch it right away, 10 other things can be affected. And instead of a couple $100 job, it's $1,000 job. We talked about this on the last tech tip. I think this past Sunday or maybe last Sunday. So thought I would just hop on, kind of a unique, 2 brake issues, the same day. Peace.